Welcome back. Today, we are unpacking one of the most heavily debated pieces of evidence in the Scott Peterson case, the 14-foot Gamefisher boat and whether Laci Peterson actually knew Scott bought it. While prosecutors built their entire premeditation theory on the idea that the boat was a secret purchase meant solely to dispose of Laci's body, the defense and the Los Angeles Innocence Project point directly to unredacted police notes, handwritten shopping lists, and court filings that tell a completely different story. In this video, we are breaking down the full picture, looking at the strongest arguments from both the prosecution and the defense, so you can judge the evidence for yourself. Arguments regarding the boat and Laci's knowledge. The question of whether Laci Peterson knew about Scott's boat purchase has been a central battleground between the prosecution and defense for over 2 decades. The prosecution's argument key point is that Scott Peterson bought the 14-foot Gamefisher boat on December 9, 2002. Just 2 weeks before Laci vanished, using cash without telling Laci or any of her family members. So who makes this argument? Deputy District Attorneys, originally Rick DiStaso and Dave Harris, currently maintained by Stanislaus County DA Jeff Logero. The core claims concealment as consciousness of guilt. Prosecutors argue Scott kept the boat hidden at a warehouse leased under his business name rather than keeping it at home, proving premeditation. Family testimony. Laci's family members, including her mother, Sharon Rocha, and stepfather Ron Grantski, testified at trial that Laci never mentioned Scott buying a boat, even though she shared almost everything with her mother. No prior boating interest. Scott bought the boat under a false name, misspelled registration name, and paid in cash, which the DA argues shows an intentional attempt to conceal the asset before committing the crime. The hair in the pliers. Prosecutors point out the only evidence connecting Laci to the boat was a single strand of hair found in a pair of pliers on board. They argued Laci was never alive in that boat and was only placed in it after her murder. The defense and LA Innocence Project's argument. The key point: police notes, witness statements, and handwritten investigative logs referenced in recent filings contesting the DA's opposition to testing indicates that Laci did know about the boat or had visited the warehouse. Who makes this argument? Scott Peterson's defense team. Originally Mark Giragos, the Los Angeles Innocence Project, and Scott's sister-in-law advocate, Janie Peterson. The core claims: unredacted police investigator notes, defense filings highlight officer notes taken during early interviews in late December 2002 and early 2003. According to the defense, these notes document conversations with friends or relatives indicating Laci was aware of Scott's warehouse activities and that Scott was open about needing a boat for fishing. Warehouse visits. The defense points to evidence and notes suggesting Laci had been to the warehouse where the boat was kept shortly before her disappearance. Example, to use the bathroom or drop off items, meaning the boat was not a secret death vessel hidden away from her. Laci's hair in the boat. The defense argues that if Laci's hair was found attached to pliers inside the boat, it suggests she had physically been in or around the boat while alive. Example, helping store gear or visiting the warehouse, contradicting the DA's claim that she never knew it existed. Reasonable doubt on premeditation. If Laci knew about the boat, the prosecutor's narrative of a secretly planned murder trip crumbles, supporting the defense theory that Scott genuinely went on a routine fishing trip while Laci was abducted by third parties, such as individuals involved in a nearby neighborhood burglary. Let's look directly at the defense's response filing to the district attorney's opposition, Here's what the court record says regarding the notes, the boat, and Laci's knowledge. So the date here is 5/6/2024. It was changed from 5/7 to 5/6. I don't know why. Electronically filed. This is Scott Peterson's counsel responding to the district attorney's opposition to his motion for DNA testing. Detective Owen contacted Bob's Marine on December 30, 2002 and asked what they carried that was 20 inches and cost $59.99. As indicated by the handwritten note, the employee told Detective Owen that they carried a boat anchor that weighed 20 pounds and would come in right around $58. Henderson said that he is employed at Bob's Marine. He told me that he didn't know Peterson. He did see his photo in the news and thinking he has possibly been in the shop before. However, unknown when. I asked Henderson if he would know what item in his shop would run about $59.99 and was 20 inches long. Henderson had two recommendations: a boat anchor that weighed 20 pounds that would come in around $58, a motor toter which additionally goes for $56 to $60. A motor toter is an item that locks the engine in an upward position. The Petersons had priced out anchors together as Mr. Peterson had indicated to Detective Grogan, and Laci had participated in the process as evidenced by the notes MPD found in their home. Notes written on the same paper with the same color pen and with the same handwriting as the shopping list found at Laci's purse. As the evidence has always indicated, Laci knew about the boat. It was not a secret. It was not until the prosecution filed its opposition and included a graphic of the notes from Laci's purse that counsel was able to show that the handwriting on the notes related to calling around to price out anchors was Laci's handwriting. Mr. Peterson never hid the fact that he went fishing. The prosecution falsely accuses Mr. Peterson of lying over and over throughout the opposition. The prosecution contends that Mr. Peterson said he had been golfing all day, when the record is clear that he told police immediately when they arrived to help search for his wife that he had gone fishing. The first mention of Mr. Peterson playing golf on December 24, 2002 came when Laci's stepfather, Ron Grantski, called 911 at 5:47 p.m. to report Laci as missing, and in that call, Ron twice states that Mr. Peterson had played golf that day. This is just one piece of a much larger puzzle. I am currently editing my full-length documentary covering every angle and newly unsealed documents in this case. But I want to hear from you. Based on these handwritten notes and police logs, do you think Laci knew about the boat, or do you still side with the prosecution's timeline? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the full documentary release. Thanks for watching.